Hi everyone. Meristore is an online learning website built for making quality education and skills accessible to millions in India. To know more details, please visit the website www.meristore.com. The link is given here under. Different modules for Neet, especially physics and chemistry, are also available. Now we are going to discuss about dinoflagellates in this video. They form the red tides on Mediterranean Sea. We know that Mediterranean Sea is located between African and European continent. Coloration of seawater, that is ghost fires on the surface of Indian Ocean during night times, is also due to dinoflagellates. They belong to the kingdom Protista because they are unicellular eukaryotes. Uni means single, single-celled organisms. Eukaryotes means organisms with eukaryon or true nucleus. So what is true nucleus? Nucleus surrounded by nuclear membrane with a definite shape is called a true nucleus. So dinoflagellates belong to the kingdom Protista, or they are called unicellular eukaryotes. They belong to the class Dinoflagellata. Here the word Dinoflagellata is derived from the word dinos, which means whirling. Because of the presence of two unequal flagella, they show whirling rotating movements, so we call them as dinoflagellates. Their habitat is marine or freshwater. They live on the surface of seawater or on the surface of freshwater. They are the most important phytoplankton on the surface of seawater or freshwater after diatoms. The basic things which act as phytoplankton or diatoms. The next one are dinoflagellates. So here phytos means organisms which show photosynthesis or plants. Plankton means organisms which are freely floating on the surface of water. Microscopic organisms which are freely floating on the surface of water are called phytoplankton. They show some dinoflagellates. So mixotrophic nutrition, here mixo means mixed, trophium means food. So they get food by two processes. One is autotrophic, another heterotrophic. Auto means self, trophium means food. In the same way, hetero means different. If they prepare their own food material, we call them as autotrophic organisms. If they depend on other organisms for food, we call them as heterotrophic organisms. Some show mesocytosis, that means cell sucking. They suck nutrients from other microscopic organisms. Symbiosis. Symbiosis means having mutual benefit. If two organisms are getting benefit from each other, we call that process as symbiosis. Some dinoflagellates show symbiosis like zooxanthella. This one is a symbiont on other microscopic organisms. Next important feature of dinoflagellates is presence of theca or lurica. So cellulose sculptured plate is called theca or lorica. You can see in this diagram theca or lorica with many plates. Each plate has again sculptured cellulose. Scientists classify dinoflagellates on the basis of this sculptured plates through a process called tabulation. Amphisma, this is the outer covering over the surface of the cell wall with the alveoli. Like this you can see amphisma. Dinoclant flagellum, that means flagellum with the two types of flagella. Here organism has a shorter flagellum and also a longer flagellum. So we call it as dinoclant flagellum. Another structure is sulcus, that is posterior longitudinal groove. Posterior means bottom side, longitudinal in the long axis. One canal like structure is present in which a smooth flagellum is situated. We call this part as sulcus. Another thing is cingulum or annulus. This is transverse groove, horizontal groove in which another kind of flagellum is present. Mesokaryon. Meso means middle, karyon means nucleus. Nucleus which has the features of both prokaryotic organisms and eukaryotic organisms is called mesokaryon, and those organisms are mesokaryotes. So here nuclear membrane is present, but histones are absent. Proteins, so proteins which bind DNA in higher organisms is called a histone. That histone is not present in these mesokaryotic dinoflagellates. Dinomitosis, here a special kind of mitosis with a spindle without spindle formation is there. So these are the spindle fibers which are absent in the case of dinoflagellates. That's why we call this mitosis as dinomitosis. Chromatophores, the pigmented organelles present in dinoflagellates are chromatophores. Here chromium means color, colorful plastids with chlorophyll A, C2, fucoxanthin, brown pigment, beta carotene, carrot like orange pigment, next to one peridainin, dinoxanthin, then diadinoxanthins, chlorophyll A, C2, fucoxanthin, beta carotene, peridainin, dinoxanthin, diadinoxanthin. Photosynthetic pigments in dinoflagellates. Erythrobsidinium, this is one of the most important species of dinoflagellates, which is famous for having the smallest eye in the animal kingdom. So this is the eye, you can see this is a photoreceptor organelle. That means just like our eyes, this structure absorbs the sunlight and make the cell to move towards the other microorganisms. Goniolox, a poisonous dinoflagellate which cause red tides of Mediterranean Sea. This is the organism. But algal bloom, we call it as algal bloom, though it is not an alga. The rapid or sudden appearance of this red tide, that's why we call it as algal bloom. So seafood from these contaminated water bodies should not be eaten, because that consists of poison, that is a neurotoxin. That means that this poison is toxic to nervous system, so we should avoid that kind of seafood. Bioluminescence, here bios means life, luminescence means light. Light emission from living organisms is called bioluminescence. This phenomena is seen in Dinoflagellates. Noctiluca. Noctus means night, lucus means light. Light during night, that is ghost fire or fire of the sea commonly called, that is due to the dinoflagellate called Noctiluca. Okay, thank you for watching this video. Like, share, subscribe and press the bell icon. Thank you for watching this video.